Your record can be #1 in the independent albums chart and you still have to wash your dishes. This is nerve-wracking. I've decided I want to make a video where I just talk to the camera, candidly, with as few cuts as possible, just to make a video. I've been overthinking everything and getting very little done outside of more urgent stuff in the past 4 weeks since my new album came out. That's the Obey Robots album, 1 in 1,000. And I haven't had any time off, and that's probably foolish. And I can feel myself slowing down and starting to move in these weird little circles where I'll write a list of things to do down on a piece of paper and then I'll ignore it, and then I'll put a list on a spreadsheet and then I'll ignore that, and then I'll write on my whiteboard and then I'll ignore that, and then I just do what's in front of me. And what's in front of me has been stuff that needs doing, like emails from people about their orders or fulfilling orders of my solo music, which lives in this house with me, and all of the myriad things that come with running a very small record label and putting a release out into the world. But it's 4 weeks later now and I want to make things, and so I'm making this video. I feel like this is the first step to unsticking myself from this weird feeling I've been having for the past few weeks. I did make some notes about what I wanted to talk about, but it's very hard to read my scribbly writing. This is my morning pages notebook. And, I mean, I've no idea. How I'm feeling. It's 4 weeks since the album came out. I feel like I did a good job sharing it with people because I could see that people were sharing it beyond me sharing it. That is the real sign of success with something, I think. And that's very heartwarming because the songs mean so much to me, and it was a real labour of love and hard work, blood, sweat, tears, everything, to get it over the finish line and to get it into the ears and hearts of music fans. So I do feel that went really well. Absolutely delighted with the chart position, of course, but that's not what I think of when I think of the record. I think of people writing to me and telling me what the songs mean to them, and I think of people sharing it with their friends and being excited about it, being excited for us, being excited for all of us. That's a really beautiful thing. Every time I put a record out, there's a coming together of people, and that's something I'm so thankful for. That's really magical, and I'd never take that for granted. Having high numbers in an official albums chart will, I hope, open some interesting conversations in the future. But I know from doing this many times before that the only person who can leverage those things for the future is me. So I have to think about what I want to do in the next 18 months, 2 years, and then maybe use those numbers to knock on the door of a few people. I don't even know what kinds of people I'm talking about here. I've got all sorts of plans for things I'd like to make, and I think that transitioning into slightly different areas of the arts and using those numbers to prove that I can do things will hopefully be quite powerful, but we'll see. We'll see. So doing well at work feels great, but now that the intense busyness of that release has started to die down, I have to think about what I'm doing next. And the answer to that is always making more music. So over the past 3 weeks, I attended 5 songwriting workshops run online by the American songwriter, performer, brilliant woman, Laura Veers, and I wrote 4 new pieces of music as my homework, and that felt really good. I'm so glad I made the decision to sign up, because in my experience there's always a dip in mood after something so intense as releasing an album, going on a tour, anything like that really, even maybe a mini dip after doing a music video shoot. It's inevitable. It's a chemical thing, it's a mental thing, it's exciting and then it's not exciting. You're doing something shiny over here and then you've got to go and wash the dishes. I mean, I'm all for being grounded, but washing the dishes is one of the most banal things going, isn't it? And they're always there. 3 times a day, there will always be dishes. And aren't I lucky to have the dishes? You know, it's not something to complain about. It's just a fact of life. There will always be more dishes to wash. Your record can be #1 in the independent albums chart, and you still have to wash your dishes and wash your clothes and do everything else. So yeah, Day-to-day life hasn't changed at all, but I have been starting to think about how to celebrate success, whatever I define success to be, because no one's going to throw me a party. So I have to throw my own party. And by party, I don't mean an actual party. I'm not a party person at all. And because I'm not a party person, I have to think about what is my reward for this. So I have been making some lists of things I like to do and trying to figure out how to give myself time to do those things when I've had a success at work. For instance, going on a bicycle adventure, or finding a new place to go swimming outdoors, or anything. I don't know what. The easy things for me to reach for are chocolate, ice cream, takeaways, other meals that I don't have to cook for myself because I really don't like doing that. Sometimes even shiny things that the internet tells me I should buy. I know that's normal. I'm not beating myself up about it. I'm not feeling particularly comfortable in my body at the moment though, because my running stopped last year due to busyness, due to an ongoing calf pain thing I've got going on, which I think is a hangover from my broken foot that I had a few years ago now. So it's just all not great. And that's all a false economy, because when I'm busy, I should exercise so that I can handle the busyness. But I'm only human, and here I am. I'm 5 days into starting to exercise again very gently, into doing calf strengthening exercises, very slow, short, gentle jogs, Pilates off the internet, and yoga. And I'm feeling, surprisingly, much better. I even wrote in my morning pages book today. So hopefully this is a corner I'm turning. But it's really hard, you know, when you're feeling down, when you're feeling unfit, unhealthy, it feels so much better to pick the easy option. And I've been picking the easy option for at least 6 months, and I can't go on like that. It's not good for me. So yeah, this week feels good. I feel much more in my body. Last week, however, I was feeling quite different, and quite late one night, I ordered myself a bunch of clothes that are 2 sizes too big for me, because I'd convinced myself that's what I needed to buy. So they came yesterday, I tried them on today, and I'm sending them all back. So yeah, that's where my head's been at recently. It's so strange what we do to ourselves. I thought I'd address the future of this YouTube channel as well, because I was posting twice a week for a while the album was coming out, and I've really taken my foot off the gas in recent weeks, and I'm really glad I have. I find it strange when people come onto the internet and they apologise for not posting a video or for not posting whatever, wherever it is, because no one has to do this stuff. It's completely optional stuff. And I think people watching and listening and reading, I think they understand that. I think they understand that people can't keep up this relentless pace forever. It's an awful lot of time and energy to make anything. And I will never apologise for having a week off, or a number of weeks off. Off what? Like, I'm not employed here. I haven't promised anything. I'm still really invested in making this channel somewhere entertaining, supportive and encouraging for you. But I've been sharing things on the internet for a very long time now, and I know that people are really understanding. I always have to take great care to make sure that making videos for this channel never takes me away from songwriting, running my correspondence club, talking to my mailing list, running my mail order music business. They're always the most important things. I think this is important as well, but they're the things that make sure that music keeps coming out of this person into this person, and I can't let anything get in the way of that. So I will always prioritise those things over these other things. On the subject of this channel though, I have about a gazillion videos that need editing, so they're either completely filmed or partly filmed. So that's kind of why I'm filming this in a relatively ad hoc way today, because in my current state of mind, that's such an overwhelming thing. I could not do anything else for the next 3 months probably, get all those videos edited and then start from scratch again. But life isn't like that, and I am writing an album at the moment, and I am thinking about figuring out how to get stuff sorted in this house to move house, hopefully in the next couple of months. And my dog Albie had surgery maybe 2 weeks ago and she's recovering really well, but that's a consideration. And Luna, my puppy, is going to be spayed on Monday, so she's going to need a little bit of extra assistance and watching and stuff, obviously. Plus, I'm training both of them, plus I have a family and friends and all the other things that, you know, are around work. And that's something that's definitely a work in progress in my life, is trying to contain the work within particular hours so that I can try and make sure that I have a balanced life outside of it. And that's tricky because I love what I do so much, and it's the thing I've been trying to get to do full time my whole life. So now I do get to do that. I'm celebrating 4 years of doing that, which is amazing to me. I just have so many ideas of things I want to make and do and tweak and like fix this thing on the website and make this thing better and write a bunch of extra bits for this thing here and make all of these different videos and all of these different records and everything. But I can't do everything all at once. I can only do one thing at a time, and I know that, and it's easy to say that to other people, but I have to remind myself as well. And that's what I'm doing today, reminding myself I can only do one thing at once and I can do things, and just because I've got a pile of stuff over here that is unfinished doesn't mean that I can't do things in the moment like this, or take time to write in my morning pages, or take time to go on that very slow, very short run I'm going to do tomorrow morning. And those things can live alongside all of these huge things that take years and years to make happen. And yeah, so that's where I am at the moment. And I put a poll up on my community tab the other day asking what people would like to see from the channel in the coming months, because I do have that backlog of stuff that covers various topics. And I have this huge list of ideas of things I want to do in the future as well. And those topics are songwriting, so showing songwriting using a particular instrument or a plugin or a pedal or a technique, so you can actually see the cogs whirring as I come up with stuff, and I can show you how I do it. That's one I'm really interested in doing. Second one is talking about my experiences as a musician, as an independent record label owner, releasing music and that kind of stuff. Live performance, I'll separate that out into live streams and videos where I'm performing one of my songs. Covers, I really like doing those. And I'm also quite interested in sharing a bit more personal stuff with you. I mentioned that I'm starting from scratch again with running, for instance. And I feel like all of this stuff feeds into what I'm doing as an artist, so it seems relevant to me. I do really appreciate the comments as well saying, make whatever I like, because people just want to watch. I mean, that's the ideal. I always love to hear from you, so please do write in the comments if there are any videos you've particularly enjoyed from me. Rest assured, I will always make the videos that I want to make. It's just that I have a variety of different things I could focus on. This is a community. There's a community around every person creating things on the internet. I'm never quite sure how many of my music fans are here watching these videos. I know some people don't want to watch videos. There are some people who don't want to listen to podcasts. There are some people who only want to hear an album every 18 months. That is fine. But I am interested in doing things around music always. And it's become so important to me to, alongside sharing my songs, share other things with you, share encouragement with you. And this is by far my favourite way to do it. So thank you very, very much for watching this video. If you'd like to support what I'm doing, there are a number of ways to do that. The first one is to click subscribe on this channel if you haven't already. If you like the video, it gets spread to more people, and that is nice. I like that very much. The second way is to go to my shop and pick up a piece of music or merch from shop.penfriend.rocks. You will find my entire back catalogue there, my She Makes War albums, Penfriend album, and the new Obey Robots album is there as well, of course, plus t-shirts, lyric books, and more. The third way to support me is to join my Correspondence Club, which is my Patreon-style membership club. You can sign up for a monthly or a yearly fee, and you receive bundles of art and music every quarter, plus extras in between. Go and browse membership perks at penfriend.rocks/join. Thanks so much for watching and giving me an excuse to make this video today. Have a great day yourself, and I'll see you soon. This is a prop I bought for the porcupine video, and I love it so much it's going to take pride of place in my new studio. But for now it just goes here.